It's time to decide it. Which Indian faction would win the Civil War? And what better way to find out than with the two of the best players in Age of Empires 4? Beasty takes tradition with the Delhi, while Vortex to the south side is basically trying to run Age of Empires 4 on a Windows 98 system and keeps crashing. But we'll have to see if Tuklak can crash out his opponent before his PC stalls. We head into the deepest of swamps to discover this. And the question on everyone's mind, it's a simple one, and you should answer in the chat. How many elephants will be seen in this game total? I'm not going to count that, by the way. Someone else can. Oh, fun one, though. Delhi versus Tuklak. You know, we just had a remake of this, and I was saying you don't get to see this matchup that often. On this map, Tuklak has become a little bit of a staple pick. But Delhi, there are other maps that make a lot more sense. Let's see how Beasty wants to try and approach this. Before the crash, Vortex was going for a Rax opener after the initial pond to try and aggro. Let's see if we get the same. Where does Vortex live? Maybe his computer's overheating. It sounds like he needs to get some cooling solutions. Insert sponsor. I'm not going to do a shout out for free. Do you want to know how one of the world's best CS2 players has his mouse configured? I think I know this one, but I can't. I've heard this one before when you said there's a UK guy, but I can't remember now. There's some weird things. Like when you look, like a great example. Have you guys seen like the Quake players that like they have the mouse like this and then the keyboard underneath on the lap? Because they're used to like super small configurations. There's a lot of weird ways people play games. He's just Ooga Booga Ghazi Archer in this matchup. That's what I'm thinking. Against the heal elephants, because they have armor, your Ghazi get bonus, right? So that'd be pretty good. So then it's a case like, can Tuklak do maybe like 1 or 2 healers and then you just mass spear Raider Elephant? Is that actually good enough? I'm curious on that. But yeah, like I'm cooking up the games. Like Doom, but you use your mouse. Sorry, use your arrow keys instead of mouse is a cool idea for the variety day. I was thinking about doing Doom with voice commands as well, but you have to turn as... Oh god, that would be horrible. So, opening-wise, we are getting that Rax as expected. Spimmer now coming. But Beasty's already in the goal. Did he scout the Rax last game is now what I'm wondering. He's going to have more than enough gold in time. They are both Turkish Civ, not Indian. Like, geographically, that's inaccurate, though. The empires resided in India. Their origins may have came from the Middle East. In fact, like, I wouldn't even say it was Turkish origin. It was Persian, no? If you want to be, like, accurate on that one. Yeah, they existed in India. India's history is very polarizing because remember, these guys, like most of India was ruled, especially the northern part, was ruled by Muslim factions, despite the fact the majority of the population were Hindu. So yeah, Spearman coming in from Vortex, but Beastie already has the gold he needs. However, you are playing Delhi, and you ideally want more gold because of Dome of Faith. The Delhi Sultanate was originally one of the several principalities ruled by the Turkic slave generals of Muhammad. Okay. But once again, like they existed primarily, like their capital was in India. Geographically, they are an Indian state. It's like, you know, it's like going, excuse me, you can't call them, actually, no, you can't call them that. They're actually British. Because Britlands ruled over the Raj. Thank you very much. Okay, so Dome of Faith coming in. Actually, does that hold up in court? The point is, Indian history is very complicated. I feel bad for them. Because it is like a lot of it is just people coming in and be like, we're going to rule here now. It's such a weird detail for someone to nitpick at. You know, that is like, that's, you know what that is? That is like past the level of like when a Scottish person is like, we are not part of the UK. We are not British. And then they shake their fist at you. All right, Doc's coming in. Like, this is interesting. Beastie, he baited him. He bypassed the initial 2 docks to just try and go in the corner. Spearmen are coming over, but that dog, is it going to go up? It's going to be snug, but I think he just about has it. Right? He has to. Yeah, it's going to take 2 more hits. Oh. Okay, worth the loss. Gets the boat up. All right, so Vortex, he has triple dock. Dome of Faith on both sides here. Yeah, but one has elephants, the other doesn't. Thumbs down. Would a Scottish person kill you if you called them English? Yes. Like, that's why I've said it would be the stupidest decision by the devs if they added Scotland as a variant of English to AoE4. Because, like, if you think about it, at the core of, like, how are we going to sell this DLC? A big chunk expectation is we can sell it to people who, like, are of that nation. If you said that Scotland was a variant of English, the Scottish people wouldn't buy it. So yeah, what's Beasty's strat here? Because he can't gather gold. And he went Dome of Faith. And now he's going archers. But your opponent's tech 2, and he's going to go stables. Aren't you like a step behind? Yeah, all 11 Scottish people wouldn't buy the DLC. That's a lot of missed sales, guys. RTS is a niche genre. I don't know. Things for Vortex look really good here, don't they? Because this is the other thing. Like I said about the Spear Rush, you don't want to go in for the dock straight away. But once you have the Heal Elephant, you don't care about these fishing boats. Earlier on, it's a bad idea. You can get sniped. But once you have a Heal Elephant, these things can't kill you. So you're going to start hemorrhaging docks. Is Beasty stuck? Because presumably he's going to go stables next. And that doesn't solve the healer elephant problem unless you get a lot of them. We speculate it could, but my point is, like, early on, the heal elephants aren't going to... Like, 2 healer elephants be like, whatever, will heal. Once you're talking, like, 10 plus Ghazi, yes, they become a problem. But we're nowhere near that point. Sultan's definitely not a variant English at the games period. Yeah. I don't know, like, variants just lead to this interesting, like, mingling of civs that confuses people, I think. Like, think French and English interactions at the time. Think Nord and, like, English interactions at the time. So, first the Raider Elephants arrive. Beasty does get the outpost up. So, finally, we are going to be seeing scholars coming in. The pond play is a bit rough, though. Vortex can keep extending. And he lost the villager. Beasty lost the villager that came out, so he can't add more ponds without having risk there. Scotland be castle-based? Nah, you give him, like, picked warriors, you know? And then, oh, you know what you do? Like, you take the code from, like, Shushi's grenades, from the grenadiers, and you just create haggis throwers. Ah, there you go. That's what we need. Okay, so Ghazi are starting to scale up. Looks like he's going to try to intercept reinforcements. Vortex has got a lone archer coming towards his death. But both of them see it. Vortex going to try to bait him a little bit close there. Yeah, he didn't get the kill. That's a problem. Both sides here have got healing, remember. You need the beam tosses. What are the beam tosses called? The wind toss. It begins with a C. I forget the name of it. That's what you need. You just need giant guys that just carry trees around. Basically, you rip off the Age of Mythology Norse siege ram. Alright, so Ghazi just going to keep Vortex in the defensive, but presumably he sticks his spears here and tries to get everything else upfield. No, he's bringing everything home. Ooh, that's tough. Ghazi are quicker than anything else you have. And yes, caber tossing is what we're thinking of. Good intercept, gets rid of the scout. Does have the stables, so can just replace the loss, and will do that. That's good discipline. A lot of players are just so greedy, they'll lose the scout and say, it doesn't matter. And you could kind of understand why. If you think about his vision game, defensively, he doesn't need a scout. But if he wants to attack through the stealth forest, it's dangerous to do so without vision. Like, we can see Beasty's only doing Archer Ghazi, but you have to have that inkling in your mind that maybe he wants spears. And now Beast is like, okay, wait, how much has he actually built here? You're like, hold on, another, and another, and another. Yeah, it's 5 docks play. We'll see caber tossing units in AoE4. Dude, we just need a unit that picks up other units and tosses them a bit. Does a little bit of damage and just throws them away from a fight. This is, you know what, actually, I just thought about that. Lord of the Rings. If they make a new Lord of the Rings RTS, you need to be able to, like, have a human unit, a ranger, that can toss a dwarf. I'd pay good money for that. And I'm British, so with the new online security laws, it's very hard to get footage of a grown man tossing a dwarf. Anyway, focusing on the elephants, they're moving in now. Vortex. This is the timing. The one that gives people PTED, post-traumatic elephant disorder. Actually, no, it'd be PESD, wouldn't it? Post-elephant stress disorder. How do they not get concussions? Army's on the way home. Sizing similar here. Ghazi are just going to run past, just trying to reform. Few of them are going to get caught out of position, though. The Raid Elephants scurry back. None lost. They're so tanky, man. 245 HP. It's how you get away with so much. I'm going to zoom out a bit. We've been here before. Wait. Control groups, please. All right, time to replace that scout again. Maybe he's just like, nah, I don't need it. I've got archers now. Tughlaq is just better than Delhi. On land, I don't think so. On water, different. Animal cruelty is peak? What do you mean? They beat the elephants, but they don't kill them. But we kill the horses. And there is indeed money for this. Oh, money shot incoming though. Beasty, hold on a second. House of Learning is on the way. He's moving in with the Ghazi. The spearmen are mirroring the move though. Beasty's going to be slower on his tech plane. Guys, this is actually really scary. If there is an area where Tughlaq are clearly favored, it's castle transitions. It's the tech speed. It's polar opposites. But look at this, the villagers. Where are the spears? Oh my god. He's getting ships out in the choke point. Tries to move away now. Ghazi getting on top of the spearmen. Are going to rally in, and it's going to be a dive. He's going to do the same thing. It's a base race. Or shall I say a villager race here. Beasty gets a hit, but not a big one. And Vortex, I love the discipline on this. So many people would just go back and defend the tech. Not Vortex. Because the difference with this Civ is in a matter of 10 seconds, he will be vetted. Tech up complete. Raider Elephants, upgrade. 3 seconds out. The beefy boys, 5 ranged armor ready to go. Veterancy for archers also now on the way. What a disgusting timing. And now, entry point. Vortex starts to poke in. Double outpost provides an insulation, but clearly not enough. He's going to lose the towers. A lot of power in these bad boys. The buffed up damage hit for almost 50. Plus striking outpost. Sorry, no, 24 isn't it? Yeah. It's the heal elephants get the bonus. The archers. I mean, you just can't get upgrades. They're free, but they take a whole minute. Takes you over 10 times longer than Tughlaq. And it's simply going to be too far of a punt. Men at arms now being prepped, but I mean, the Raider Elephants have so much damage. They don't care. Ghazi, run all the way around to come home now. Heal Elephants. Yay! You guys came. Participation ribbons for all. They're doing no damage. This is meant to have been fixed. My arse it has. Did anyone count the amount of elephants?